all the way and you tuning into the Black Fire Radio, and you're listening to this a little bit. That get cracking. Let me see it go up and down. Rotate that thing. I wanna touch that thing when you make it go round and round. Step up in the club, I'm like, ooh, you with? She in the house, yeah, that's my clique. Yeah, I'm young, but from the old school. On the dance floor, doing old moves. I don't know if I do what I want to do. That boy, I don't want you. Better listen when I talk, don't trip. Yo, in the car, mine's in this. I ain't tryna be trying to get my drink on. Now my diamonds, my fitted, and my mink on. I'ma kick it at the bar till it's time to go. Then I'ma get shorty head and I'ma let her know. All I really need is a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. We can head to the crib in a little bit. I can show you how I live in a little bit. I wanna unbutton your pants just a little bit. Take them off and pull them down just a little bit. Get the kiss and the touch in a little bit. Get the in a little bit. 50 coming out your stereos. Hard to tell though, cause I switched the flow. Eyes a little low, cause I'm twisted. Not so slow, cause I moved the O's. My neck, my wrist, my ears is froze. Couldn't get she on the go. She wants to get the mood, I'm out the door. I can't come on and say it. I get it drunk in the club, I'm out the chain. Number one on the chart all the time, man. When the kid in the house, I turned it out. People dance flow pack, that's without a doubt. Shorty shake that thing like a pro, man. She backed it up on me, I'm like, oh man. I got close enough to her so I knew she could hit. System thumping, party jumping, I said loud and clear. All I really need is a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. We can head to the crib in a little bit. I can show you how I live in a little bit. All my but your pants just a little bit. Take them off and go just a little bit. Get the kiss and the touch in a little bit. And the listening to in a little bit. You got me feeling right. You heard me. My mama gone, you can spend the night. You heard me. I ain't playing, I'm trying to deny. You heard me. Clothes off, face down. Come on. All I really need is a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. We can head to the crib in a little bit. I can show you how I live in a little bit. But your pants just a little bit. Take them off and put them down just a little bit. Get the kiss and the touch in a little bit. In a little bit. All I really need is a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. We can head to the crib in a little bit. I can show you how I live in a little bit. I wanna unbutton your pants just a little bit. Take them off and pull them down just a little bit. Get the kiss and the touch in a little bit. Get the in a little bit.
Yes, and of course, Karibuni sana, tonight's another beautiful conversation right here on the Black Fire Network radio station, media of the 21st century. To everyone who's here with us for the first time, Karibu sana. My name is Joby, and this is the Africa Today show. And we get to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. 2-hour session of nothing but just great conversations and, of course, learning a couple of 1, 2, 3 things of what is happening across the globe and giving you nothing but just straight facts. 36 minutes past the top of the hour. And of course, Karibuni sana to everyone live with me on both YouTube channels, everyone live with me on Twitter, everyone live with me on my page. I'm not on TikTok, but everyone live with me on the radio station and on the show page. For those who shall be catching this on Rumble, I hope you guys get to enjoy. And remember to always subscribe and leave your comments down below the comment section and let us know what are your thoughts or 2 cents of statements regarding everything we get to discuss. Karibuni sana once again. Enjoy the conversation of today. Well, we shall be talking about the ongoing pro-Palestine demonstration. It's been super, super crazy, especially during the weekend for the past 1 week as well. And today, earlier on my show, I remember Keith came in with some information, which I was shocked, but at the same time, not really shocked because I mean, we know who we're really talking about. When you talk about the people who control the world, the people who control the money, the people who control the banks, the people who control the system, the people who control Africa, the people who control resources, we know who we're really talking about. So earlier today, Keith did mention on my show of where they are the same people who are literally fueling these pro-Palestine demonstrations, and that is what we shall be tackling about as we check into the facts of the funds that were distributed to Ukraine and Israel. This is $13.5 billion. Where did this money go? Is this where we can see what is really happening? This is what they use their funds for, or what is really going on? So that is what we shall be talking about. I have two videos to share, and of course, before we get started, we love to talk about other things. Karibu sana Keith.
Santi Sana, Joby. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I guess I can't complain.
Exhausted?
Nah, not as bad as I was this morning, so I'm I'm okay.
All right, so Sawa, nice to hear from you. But before we get started today, it being the 1st of May, historically it marks I don't know how many years, but it is actually a memorial day to most of the Black American people because of what took place. That was in 1866, Memphis Massacre, and I think I did share this. That was at the beginning of this year. Something that personally I didn't know about of what really did happen, but I want to read a little bit of the article of what took place. The Memphis Massacre was a 3-day conflict, sorry, that erupted in late afternoon on May 1st, 1866. That is in Tennessee. And it started when local police tried to break up a public gathering on Black soldiers and their families, and the crowd refused to disperse. Sorry, and that
Sir.
the officers backed off through one accidentally shot himself in the leg, and this was blamed on the soldiers. And the rumors quickly swept through the town that a black insurrection was underway. A mob consisting of white police officers, firemen, and citizens hastily assembled and began rampaging through black districts, committing atrocities. And the initial targets were black soldiers, but the violence was soon
Always.
directed against all
All
black.
black. All black. Like it always does.
Mhm. Over 3 days, 46 Black people were murdered and some 75 were injured, with a number of Black women raped. Black homes and schools and churches were looted, vandalized, and tortured, and torched. Sorry, and while not white Northerns who worked as missionaries and school teachers in Black schools were also targeted, and it took the military to finally end the violence. And the national impact of the riot was a significant, and a congressional committee investigations and report, which was controlled by radical Republicans, was used to gain support for reconstruction policies, including the rapid endorsement of the 14th of the 14th, yeah, amendment of the Constitution, and which made all the ex-slave citizens. And the report also signaled out Irish Southerns as a major threat to Southern blacks, blaming the overwhelming Irish police officer of Memphis Irish competition for the manual labor jobs for the undenying tension that led to the conflict. However, the report largely ignored this role of non-Irish whites who participated in the rioting and the authority given to black soldiers, which had distributed many of the Memphis white citizens. No criminal proceedings were held for the investigations or perpetrators of atrocities committed, and that is a non till to date, which we still experience. So, talk about historically things that have been affected. Let me share the link to the family very quickly as we get to move on, so that they can know where we are. Because I think most of the people are subscribed to the bigger channel, that is the Blackout Fire Network live channel. I'm
Yeah,
not
that was
sure.
gone. That channel's gone.
Mhm. Yeah, Dimore was like, Dimore, when you were setting up the show, I said the channel is back. I was like, no, bro, it was taken down. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
bad.
another. Yeah, no. That's another new channel. I just called it the same name. So people that would
Yeah.
look for that channel, to find the new channel, just call it Black Out Fire Network Live. That's why I knew we were going to do Smart J and the other guy from Tanzania because they were subscribed to the old Black Out Fire Network Live channel. And since they don't never do what you tell them to do, tell them to go subscribe to the network because we're going to get taken down. They never do it. That's why you don't see Smart J and and the Pharaoh guy from Tanzania and Smart J from Kenya right now because that channel got taken down last week. You know, so that's why I named it the same name. So when people type it up, maybe it'll pop up eventually. It'll show up eventually to them right there. And say, oh, I thought this channel was gone. And then not knowing, yeah, it is gone. I just renamed it the same shit.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. But I have a short clip that I want to share about that story. We see a little bit of what is happening before the family gets to join us. I've
All
shared the
right.
link on WhatsApp. So we're going to see how many people are going to be turning up here with us tonight. And then we get to move on to also Rwanda, which I've seen that they have already fled their first asylum seekers. And shout out to them, shout out to Kagame. This is about to affect East Africa largely, something that I don't know if they knew
I'm glad you
or
know
they're
that it
just
affects
acting
East Africa. It
ignorant.
doesn't, exactly. It doesn't affect just Rwanda. It's going to affect East Africa. Whenever you bring non-African people in, they want to come in and start stealing land and dominating African people. Just like they're gonna first thing they're gonna know that you're weak is like that guy who wants, oh, hey, how you doing? I love you. I love you. Like what? I didn't know you. I love you. I
Let
love
me
you.
tell
Wait.
you, that guy made my day, man. It was his, I don't know if you guys saw closely the video, but that guy just made. I was like, God, no way, you can't be serious. You's recording me? You's watching me? That is camera? You come from France? Me, I love you. Oh God damn, man. I was like, no. It's giving social, giving remote
It,
people so bad. Oh
well,
my God.
it's giving people when they get there, you're supposed to be dominated. You're backward. You're stupid. You love us. You don't even know me. You come out. You love everything about me. So I'm supposed to come in and steal your land, dominate you, make you a slave on your own land. That's what it's selling.
Sadly, and we'll be
Sadly.
watching them as Africans. Sadly, because you can see such kind of what they keep on doing historically, what they have been doing, like what we're sharing here, 1886 masquerade. Is what they're still doing. They come to our lands, they torture us, they want to beat us up. It's always the
Yep.
entitlement for me with the white people, and that is the same thing
Exactly.
you had us even discuss today, which our African leaders have failed to correct. How they always want to put number one people to be protected in anything that occurs in Africa. It is the white people, not their own people's safety first, but the white people.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
it's crazy because I was reading, even we just discussed that earlier, but I'm checking on the trending current news in Africa is that people are worried the floods might literally affect the tourists in Kenya. And I'm like, what do you mean about the tourists? What about us?
About
We,
exactly right. The tourists. It's supposed to be worried about the people, not the tourists. Exactly
oh
right, Joby.
my God. It is such a shame. It is such a
Crazy.
big shame. But again, it always goes back to us as a people. Let me share this.
Perpetrated by the white underclass. Policemen and firemen were among the rioters.
This is explained by a white man. I wanted it to explained by a black guy. It makes more sense when you have it coming from our very own people, because the white people always put
Of
lies
course.
in the video, everything favoring their own narrative, trying to say it is always the people who are, the black people are on the wrong and all that nonsense
Of
they're
course.
telling us. So let me see if I can find this something short to share. I don't want to share much of the video. And if I don't, we just move on. Let me see. I'll share this one short one here.
The Memphis Race Riots of 1866. In the city of Memphis, Tennessee, from May 1st to May 3rd, 1866, over 1 year after the end of the U.S. Civil War, 48 men were dead, 46 of whom were black freedmen, and most of them being veterans of the Union Army. 70 more were wounded. 5 black women were raped. 91 homes, 12 churches, and 4 schools were burned down. By the end of it, over $17,000 in federal property was destroyed in Memphis's worst race riot in history. Many black freedmen and veterans of the Civil War were forced to leave the city permanently. Even city police and firefighters made up 1/3 of the rioting mob that laid waste to the freedmen's neighborhoods.
So the police were against
No
the police were killing you.
after this massacre.
Of course not. No one was persecuted after they killed all the black people. Of course not. Of course not. Go ahead, Joey.
This happened. After the capture of Memphis by Union forces in 1862, the city became a haven for refugee slaves trying to escape their former slave owners. From 1860 to 1865, the black population of Memphis increased from 3,000 to nearly 20,000. However, former slave owners in Memphis resented both their labor shortages and the groups of freed African Americans in their city, and urged the U.S. military to take action. The U.S. military decided to detain many African Americans, classified them as quote-unquote vagrants into custody, and forced them to accept labor contracts on plantations.
Exactly. Force them to work and be slaves again. Force them to be slaves again. So I told you, you couldn't even walk around and be free without them saying, the white man said, no, I need these niggas to work for free. So you're now a vagrant being put back into slavery. So when you hear more, I'm talking about the government, all white governments have always been against African people. I'm trying to go do my own thing. Oh no, you're a vagrant. Now we're gonna take you back on the plantation that we supposedly freed you from. We're not gonna call it slavery. We're gonna say you're a vagrant. Well, I'm still being forced to work for free. That's right. We just changed the name. That's what white people do. We change the name. Now you're a vagrant. I'm a slave then. Well, no, you're a vagrant. You get it, nigga? You're a vagrant now.
It's crazy, and that's how they also mocked Africans here. I feel like when they give us the independency term, you know, you are independent, but you're not, because you still working. All the effort, most of the Africans, literally Africa, the effort we put is all going to the white man.
White people,
gets the big
exactly.
bread, you know? He gets the big bread, but black people globally, they're literally going through.
They get the crumbs.
And it is so sad when I look at this, and then I try to remember again people like Simba. Shout out to Simba. I think Simba got scared also, you know.
Come on.
He was not ready for the fire. He was not ready for this, you know. I don't think he was ready to change his mindset. That's why he didn't even attempt the interview. But that's why you have people like him who say that, you know, you black people in America, you're privileged, you know, because of such lack of this history and not understanding what
they show look privileged, right? They show being privileged right there. You'll be taken off the street and forced to work again. They show privilege.
It's crazy, you know.
Reverend
That history being actually tough, just missing is a bigger problem, and that's why we have the division between the Africans in the continent and the Africans in diaspora.
Yeah, because they did this same thing, Joby, during colonialization, forced Africans to work for free. The same thing, Joby. It's exact. But see, we're not told this history back and forth amongst each other. And so we come up with fake illusions. You have an African American say, you didn't suffer the kind of same way we did. Yes, we did, because they don't know. And you have an African, you ain't suffered what we did on a continent. Yes, we did. You just don't know.
History is just big up to Maxwell, Max Jamal, Karibu Sana, and welcome to the Black Fire Network.
E-Place, in a letter to a U.S. general. How is it that the colored children in Memphis, even with their spelling books in their hands, are caught up by your order and taken to the same place, and there insolently told that they had better be picking cotton?
They're slaves again.
Has it come to this, that the most common rights of these poor people are thus to be trampled upon, for the benefit of those who have wronged them all their days?
All the lives, exactly.
Black soldiers
just like Jefferson said, going back to the white man. Everything's to benefit the white people.
their people, forced back onto plantations. Tensions arose in the city. Incidents of police brutality skyrocketed. The local police arrested the soldiers for minor offenses and treated them more harshly than their white counterparts. They also shoved and beat black civilians on the streets for the crime of quote unquote insolence. Finally, on May 1st, 1866, a large group of black soldiers and their families, wives and children included, were hosting an impromptu street party. A group of Memphis police officers was called to the scene. When the soldiers refused to disperse, the officers called for reinforcements. An officer accidentally shot himself in the leg while drawing his gun, blaming the injury on the African Americans. The conflict escalated, resulting in an officer being shot and killed. City police and angry white residents began to fire and kill several soldiers.
Now remember,
Some were already free.
these are American soldiers. These are black people that was in the Civil War fighting for America. It doesn't matter because we're still niggas first. We're not part of the country. They're killing. So the police were killing the damn American soldiers. See?
Being were arrested. Eventually, in the late evening, the white mob began destroying various black homes in the area, looting them and assaulting their residents. Some of the black residents died when the mob forced them to stay inside their own burning houses. Schools and churches were also targeted and burned down. The violence continued through the entire day of May 3rd. One-third of the white rioters were Memphis's own police and firefighters, who engaged in the killing and looting and even the raping of a few black women. By the end of May 3rd, 46 African Americans were murdered. 5 black women were raped. 285 more were injured. And over 100 homes and buildings were burned to ashes.
So you can see even the numbers from the article I just read, even the number is not even clear because they control the information again. So they're going to hide the numbers. You can hear 45 died, 46 died, 71 were injured, 200 and something were injured. So even the numbers are not clear. But from this, what I'm learning and
the numbers are always a lie. Exactly.
Mhm. How they've managed to, of course, put everything in their own narrative and the term of where the black man should be on the bottom. And if I try to look at today's problems, especially in Africa, that is the root cause. This is the root problem.
That's right.
Black man should be on the bottom. And that is why Africans, we've adapted that because from the people who experienced from our ancestors going through slavery and being put on the bottom, being punished, going through all that, we took it as a norm. Instead of fighting, changing, questioning,
exactly,
we remained stagnant like that. We remained accepting being on the bottom and praying. It's crazy. From here, you can hear they tortured the church, they tortured the schools. I should question, why are you torturing literally if you're the one who introduced this religion to me, which of course Africans don't know. How are you coming to ban the same place while I'm supposed to be praying, you know? It's just so crazy. So many questions, so many answers we do demand. But from what I've learned from this, that is it, you know. Black man on the bottom has been a norm and we picked it. And this is the cause of effect of it today. Where Africans, like what I said, we're too comfortable in sitting in problems. We're too comfortable with their life. The white supremacy has pushed towards us without asking and demanding a change. And this is why things are the way they are. It is so crazy. But of course, they're wanting us to be on the bottom. They're pushing it so hard because shout out to Rwanda. I think Dimora has just discussed this, but I want to give my 2 cents about it and what my thoughts are. I don't know what the More's thoughts were, but I have my own thoughts. So we have a bunch of so far asylum seekers who have arrived. According to this article that I was reading earlier, they say that actually one of them did fly the country. That was last month, and I remember a few months ago I'd read actually where they were offering their people some money so that they can come to East Africa. And if you try to look at this, that was what I was saying from the beginning of the show. This is going to be a very big problem. I don't know if looking at East Africa regional bloc, if they have checked into this matter, and these are we have a failed, poor leading governance or government and leadership. Because I believe this such question, if I am expecting guests, I need to understand. I'm supposed to be hosting people. Let's say I'm living with my brother, literally right now. I'm living with my brother. But before I bring someone, I need to know if he's comfortable with that, I need to know, are you comfortable me doing this and this and this? How do you just make a decision without informing people? Because I feel like the East Africans are not really prepared for this. Kagame is very aware of what he's doing, which funds already have been pocketed.
They're not prepared for it.
This is why you see the network going very high, because he's accepting every single thing he's being told. Go to DRC Congo, do this.
Well,
yes, sir.
He's not been accepted. He's been told to do it. He's a puppet,
Exactly.
Joe. He's putting there by them. So not whether he's accepting it, he's got no choice because they don't want to put him in power. And so he'll do what he's told to do.
Why are you a president if you don't have a choice?
Because they're not real presidents in Africa, Joby. That's why.
Man, we live in such a fake world, and people just don't
Yeah.
know this,
you know it, Joby. You know exactly. You know it. I know it, but most people don't know. Most people still asleep. You're exactly right. We live in such a fake world.
A man in a suit, giving speeches, that's all he can do. But can he make a decision for the country? No. That is the
No.
West to decide. It is
Yes, that's right.
And even for a man, understanding African and then understanding masculinity, this is so weak of a man, so
I'm
weak.
like,
But
exactly. That's what it's called. Those you get mad when I call it a weakness. Now you know a lot. You know what it is. That's exactly what it is.
because I don't think I want a man personally who's gonna be dictated, like, you do this, do this, do this. Can you make a decision? Can you lead? Because I'm not gonna follow what someone else is gonna tell you to do as a man, and you have to make a decision. Women, I think this is just us naturally. I don't know about other women, but naturally I do understand women will like men who lead. I want to make decisions personally. I want a man who's gonna be there telling me, yo, can we do this and this? If we're gonna plan together, fine. Can we? I don't wanna be the one doing that. You do it. You are the man. But on this case, no. This is so sad.
Good morning. The House of the Conservative Party has come together. The Rwanda bill has passed.
You have another
The first
puppet.
flight will leave in 10 to 12 minutes.
You have another puppet being the Prime Minister of Britain, who was never elected. No one elected this guy, but he's the Prime Minister of Britain because he's a puppet. No one voted for this guy. He's not even British. He was born in Kenya.
He looks Indian, huh?
He is Indian. He's not British. That's why. But he's Indian. He's not Indian from Kenya. I mean, from Britain. He was born in Kenya. He was a Kenyan Indian.
Wow.
So how's he the boss? So how's he the Prime Minister of Britain? You can look that up. Say where was whatever his name, Rishi Sunak? Where's he from? And say Kenya. It's supposed to be illegal for him to even be the damn Prime Minister of Britain. He's not from Britain. He wasn't born in Britain. He was born in Kenya.
So these are he's born in. Do you know even this is not even making sense? You are born in Kenya, but you are voting for.
You just said you live in a fake. You just said you live in a fake world. Welcome to the world.
And then we have these puppets who are adding these non-African people into part of our communities.
Yep. Because the British made you do it. Remember, I'm gonna give Jomo even credit because he was trying to get rid of him. I found out he was getting rid of him even before Idi Amin. He was getting rid of him back in the And you see, back in the '60s, he told them they got to get their shit and go. 'Cause everybody knows they don't. They're not Africans. They're not from. They're brought there what as a buffer race to be over African people. That's why they're racist. They're brought there because they are racist, and they're to be over African people. And
So
so
from
even
this, what we're understanding is that the East African puppets do know that actually these asylum seekers are gonna be a problem in our country, but they have they of course, like you say, they have no decision. They can't.
yeah, they
This
don't
is how
care.
they don't accept it. For this guy is from Kenya, but he's reporting again to the UK. So you want to tell me Ruto does not understand one of his people from Kenya is reporting for the UK? Shouldn't he be concerned? Of course he should. He knows. Come, oh my God, this is just so crazy, man. And if you see them talk, think they are making sense, you know. Man, I have zero respect for all these puppets. Zero respect. Zero. Like zero.
Now,
Not
of course,
supposed
that
to.
is later than we wanted,
They don't care.
but we have
They don't.
always been clear that
They don't care about
processing
you.
will
They
take.
only care about what the.
Mhm.
They only care what the House of Rothschild and the House of Rockefeller is giving them, who actually runs this planet. So they're happy with the. Like I said, how's he Prime Minister, Joby, of Britain? He's from Kenya.
That's all. I mean, I as Ruto, if I were Ruto, I'd be concerned too. Like, yo, bro, why you boycotting me? And I have what's up? What's happening? You got a job and you're not telling me? I mean, I should know some. It's not like I should know something. You're supposed to be reporting for my country, but
They
you what?
know he's from Kenya. He don't give a shit about Kenya. He don't give a shit. He's not African. He don't give a shit about Kenya. He's happened to be his family were immigrants of India who settled in Kenya. He don't give a shit about Kenya.
These are part
Care
of the
about
people are going to be. These are part of the people are going to be throwing Ruto and the rest even out of this land once if they
that's
manage to.
right.
They're not gonna
Exactly.
manage, of course, but if they could manage, they're gonna be the first people to kick these
Of
puppets actually
course.
out of their own land. You
Of
know,
course.
get out.
Of course. I think the Indians ain't left yet. Joe, we see the Indians leaving Kenya? No. Kenya's wealthy. It might not be wealthy for black people, but Kenya's Africa. It's rich, Joe. I'm not leaving no Africa. You crazy? And you Negroes ain't making me leave. I'm not leaving no Africa. When you see a bunch of Indians just up and leave Kenya, never. Shit, are you crazy? But you got
Time.
Africans. Oh, I want to get out of Kenya. I got to get out of there. I got to leave and come to America or Abu Dhabi. But you never see the Indians trying to get out of Kenya. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Because they've been given ownership of the country by the British. So they get to have some of the real wealth, but not the African. These are questions you got to ask.
It's crazy. But let me finish up this one as we get to the topic.
It's important that we get the Rwanda scheme up and running because we need to have a deterrent. We need to make it clear that if you come here illegally, you won't be able to stay and we will be able to remove you.
Why is it better they get to be removed back to Rwanda, Joby, and not stay in England? Make it make
This
sense.
this is just I don't know how to look at this, but this is just part of neo-colonization that is taking.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
Again,
What it is, Joby.
we've been talking about their race, also their race population going down. I feel like this is also a way of them, I don't know, probably extending their life or something. I don't know, because
Look this up for me.
their
Look this up
population.
for me. Look this up for me real quick, Joby. Say, was the British Prime Minister born in Kenya?
I've seen him a couple of times, so I bet it is true.
Yeah, he wasn't born in England. He's born in Kenya. He can't be legally. He's not supposed to be able to be Prime Minister of England. He's not from England.
He's not supposed to be shit in Kenya too.
Yeah, that too, because he's not African, but he still was born in Kenya. Does it tell you?
They say that Rukshi Sunka is a British politician who has served as a Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and leader of the Asians in Kenya Pride.
All we asked was he born in Kenya. See, they're trying to give us all that other information. We don't want to know all that. Was he born in Kenya or not? That's what we asking. Trying to cover up everything now.
Let me write this. Okay, hold on. Sunki has been a member of parliament for the Richmond since 2015. Sunka was born in Southampton. What was there? Which part is that? To parents of India descent who immigrated to Britain from East Africa in the 1960s.
That's a lie. Yeah, from East Africa, East Africa. I'm not saying Kenya. He was born in Kenya, not no fucking South. See, they know people looking now. They go all around. They don't want you to know Kenya. They just say you from East Africa. What? Listen, him and his Moanic parents were living in Kenya. He was born in Kenya.
Crazy. But yeah. Of course, I'm not surprised. That's why we see them even being added as part of our community. You know, they can be born here, but you get born there. You know, probably your mom gonna be kicked out even during labor. Get out. You can't afford you to fall under our citizenship. Hell no, go back. You know,
you got that right. You got that right.
Canadian shit. You go back as Davido and you buy the citizenship. No, nothing for you. It is insane. But shout out to Jibajaba in the building. Karibu sana. K. Williams, Karibu. Shout out to Byron Scott as well. Blessings to you too. And I also see Jibajaba says that Joby or Donna Summer. Call me Donna Summer for today. You know what I'm saying? But yes, also saying that is Rishki Sunka or Lau or what? I don't know even those Indian names, whatever, man.
He's Indian.
Whatever. Just Indian, you know, that's all you can say. He's Indian. But as we get to the major conversation of the day, which I know we're gonna go for quite some time, I have 2 videos to share, but I want to start with this one we've been seeing ongoing protests of the pro-Palestine protesters or demonstrations going on, and takes us back to funds that were set aside or given to Ukraine and Israel. That is 13.5 billion.
Yeah, I sent you two videos in your WhatsApp, Joey, for this. Okay. The other one I can't find, but we'll do it. Man, a minute. What I'm really trying to find, I can't find it though.
Let's see.
Because you guys are so psychopathic, you turn on your own children who in these colleges. These are elite colleges, right? These are colleges of the elite. Your Harvard, your Yale, your Columbia, and you've now been beating up on your own kids. It's the college, it's the people from the elite. I'm trying to find that.
Kenya Red Cross rescued a man who had stayed on top of a tree for 5 days after he was marooned by flood.
He's on a tree for 5 days. Goddamn, child. How was he sleeping on that tree? Shit, that man's awesome.
Oh my God. Oh God damn. 5 days.
5 days, boy. Shit, that man's awesome, boy. Shit. 5 days on a tree. Yeah, damn. Yeah, damn. It had to be raining still. 5 days on a tree. Shit, boy.
It's not even funny, man. It's not funny. Trust me, it's not. God damn.
5 days on a tree. Shit. I mean, how you go to sleep holding the tree? You might fall off the tree, nod off. Shit, that's some skills for you, boy. That's some skills. I don't know what you say. I don't even know what to say to that.
Oh my God. I have so many questions for him. If I could talk to him, like, oh no. Anyway, let me start with this video, the first one. Should I start with the first one you sent me or the second one? I don't know.
Yeah, start with the first one. I guess, but He's the guy I'm looking for, but that's not the video I want. I want the one with him actually talking about, he said, you show how psychopathic you are. You're not beating up your own damn children.
I think that American politicians, American political figures
I
are
know that they don't own the country.
slowly, painfully coming to the
No, they
realization
know it.
that the American empire isn't American anymore.
It never was American. No, when he said in the private sector, he's talking about the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. It never was owned by an American for 100 years. Go ahead.
Well, it's an empire of a national private sector of the owners and controllers of global financialized capital, and they wield more power and influence than America as a nation, as a country, and have in fact captured the government of the United States. Really, the remarkable thing to me is that people who are analyzing what's going on actually think like, oh, the Biden administration is crazy. Oh, they're so stupid. And I was watching one.
So pause this for a second. Pause it for a second. He's telling you how they know. If anybody knows the thing, you see, America is purposely being sabotaged for destruction. How they're bringing it. You say, well, these decisions don't make any sense. They do if you know the people that run the planet are trying to implode the American empire. See, they were supposed to move everything to China, but that ain't gonna work either. So you see all these decisions over the last 30 years in America don't make sense. Why are you bankrupting the country? What are you doing? This don't make any sense. Yes, it does. If you actually know who actually runs the country, who's paid for these politicians. You know why they passing the laws and things they're doing. And these endless wars. It's to bankrupt America and destroy it, collapse it. But while they've been doing that, they thought they were going to have China as their new empire. But they mismanaged China so bad that China's fucked up too. Uh-oh. 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 And the Chinese are now calling them out what they did in China. So your propaganda doesn't work because China knows who created them too. They calling you people out on that TikTok app. The Chinese know that is the goddamn cats with the small hats. So, yes, we've been purposely destroyed from within. From within. Because there was no country strong enough to overturn America. Not Russia, not China. No country 30 years ago was stronger than America. Especially in military prowess. You wouldn't come close to talking about you're going to fight America. But that's been hollowed out. That's why you got the LGBTQ shit that happened the last 30 years. All this shit is on purpose. And that's what he's talking about. You're like, these decisions don't make no sense. Yeah. If you know what they were trying to do, it does make sense. Go ahead, Joby.
All right.
As if they want to sabotage their own economy.
Exactly. Sabotage the economy.
And you're like, you're knocking yourself in the head. Like, how could this possibly be? It almost seems like that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Everything shows that this is all deliberate. It's because the outcome is predictable. These aren't stupid people. As much as we want to think that they're stupid sometimes, because
it appears like they're shooting themselves.
Because the outcome is the bankruption and the destruction of America.
For you, you're still believing somehow on some level that they care about their nation, because you think that their nation, that you and them. I've said it many times.
They want the whole world.
Are a nation unto themselves. And that's the nation that they serve. They don't serve you. They don't serve me. They don't serve their electorate. They don't serve their constituency. They don't serve the country that they have a passport for. That's not what they're there for. And the only reason that you think that they're stupid is because they make decisions that don't serve the national interest. They don't serve the interests of the population. They don't serve the interests of the electorate. They don't serve the interests of their constituency. Well, that's your mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to tell you, but you're the stupid one if you actually believe that they're going to make decisions for your sake and for your benefit. That's not
This is all we were talking. This is all I was even saying earlier, and shout out to Dimore also for saying that. When you when we're talking about the floods, we're waiting for people who do not care about you to come and save you. You are actually the dumb one because you've been seeing this has not been working. This is not working. Save yourself.
That's true.
Save yourself.
That's true, Joby.
Therefore, period. There's nothing confusing about what they're doing.
No.
But the only thing that makes it confusing to you is if you have different expectations about them, that you expect them to behave in a way that conforms with the myth that you have in your head about democracy. I mean, what politician has gone to jail for making decisions against the interests of the constituency? What politician in the history of the United States has ever gone to jail for not doing what the electorate wanted him to do? Never. That's never happened. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. A congressman, say, someone in the House of Representatives or the Senate. Officially, you're a representative, right? You're a representative of your constituency in your district or your state or what have you. You're supposed to represent their opinion. Okay, find out what that opinion is and see if he voted for it or not. See if his voting record actually conforms with the polling data of what the people wanted him to do. Just see. And if it didn't, that's supposed to be a crime. That should be against the law. If it's a democracy, it should be against the law to vote in the Congress for legislation that your constituency doesn't want you to vote for.
Yeah.
That should invalidate you immediately. But no one has ever gone to jail for that. That's not a crime. You can do whatever you want once you get in office, and there's no accountability. There's not even a mechanism for accountability, except for not voting for you back into office again, which isn't a punishment because you're just going to go right into the private sector, who you spent your public sector career serving.
It's crazy. That is crazy.
That's how the real world works, Joby. Then you said, that even in America, your representatives don't represent you. They represent the power of the world. And then you know that the people that run the world don't give a shit. They don't call themselves Americans or Chinese or British. They call themselves the world rulers. People that run the bank call themselves the rulers of the planet.
It's crazy. But let me share the second one you shared. You see my screen? No, I shared.
I see it, Joby. Yeah. And that's what, see your screen. You had it. I don't know what happened. This is when you got no sound now, Joby.
No? Okay.
Turn off the sound or something. You had.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you. I don't hear the video.
Okay, let me do this.
You do it the same way you did the other one. They came out clear. Let's go to fun.
Okay.
Oh, you went out, huh?
No. I wanted to open the tab probably, so I wanted to correct that. Let me see if you guys can hear me.
So
there you go.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
There will be an arrest warrant for Netanyahu and other senior members of death. And the more I think about this, this may just be the beginning. Because Gaza and Syria and Ukraine and Iraq and Libya and Afghanistan are all unprovoked.
Unprovoked wars that we did. Understand it. Pause it. Now, I want you to understand, you know the name that no one can say, so we got code words. He calls those people the Death Star. Like remember the Star Wars, the evil empire had the Death Star. So he calls is not real the Death Star. So when he's talking about those cats with the small hats, he calls them the Death Star. So so people know who actually runs the world. You got to keep it coded.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Joby.
That's what we prosecuted the bad guys for in Nuremberg. If this gets started, now think about this, Linda. If they get some senior IDF people, let's say they arrest them, and they get them to spill the beans on an Operation Northwoods kind of thing, because everybody on October 7th said, it's the most heavily defended border in the world, right? And there's like motorcycles going across the border and people opening up the fence. They let them in, okay? And it's hard for reasonable people to believe that there's that kind of evil in the world that would provoke violence against your own
Most people, especially African, not just regular Africans, cannot fathom how true evil runs this planet. Like an Iraton, she can't fathom the level of real evil. Like most that runs the planet. They can't fathom how evil and wicked these people are.
It's like the other guy from the other video just said, we have our myths created about these people in our heads. And that's why if we put the expectations for them to do or deal with our myths, that's where we go wrong and we end up being shocked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at here is, I know this isn't a real sexy subject. If this gets started, it could apply to American presidents. It could apply to American senior military personnel. It could apply to congressmen. They just, right? Because they're funding the $100 billion thing that they did, 10 days ago, 14 days ago, is funding the thing happening there. So if the ICC, International Criminal Court, declares this aggressive war unprovoked, and here's the big takeaway from this. Netanyahu's whole career is about terrorism. You can see it on TikTok. If the Soviet Union falls, terrorism will go away. If Iraq falls, terrorism will go away. If this happens, terrorism, there's just always more terrorism. Here's why. Because terrorism is what they use to provoke war. But terrorism is a crime. So there's rumors that talking about 9/11 is going to become a crime.
Now they're gonna stop us talking about 9/11 because we know they did it, right? So now they're gonna try to stop you because they own the media. You talk about 9/11 because of course the lie is a scam. It was Osama bin Laden in some dirty cave and all the. That's a lie. It's those folks that did it. Inside job. Okay, done to America by the people that run America. Cats with the small hats, not the. That made us go to war against people that did nothing against us. Iraq, Afghanistan, like I said, these are war crimes. And you've been fed lies, so now they know what you're talking about. He's telling you, because now they know you know too much. No, man, this 9/11 shit's bullshit. It's a lie. It's like the Kennedy shit they told you for years. All these lies. Go ahead, Joby.
If you don't swear an oath to Death Star, you won't get tornado relief.
The Death Star. He's talking about them. Now, in America, pause it. In some states in America, you have to pledge your loyalty to Death Star. Okay, we know what Death Star is. I told y'all. Death Star is the people we can't. You imagine I'm in Texas or Alabama. I got to pledge allegiance to a foreign country to get a job, and you don't know who runs your ass. You don't know who runs the country.
We are being
here go the one I wanted to send to Joby. Let me see this one just found it. Go ahead, Joby.
And instead of terrorism, and Assad used chemical weapons on his own people, and nobody has. There's no reason why anybody would use chemical weapons on anybody. They're ineffectual. If the wind blows the wrong way, they come back onto your own soldiers. What I'm getting at is, people, if this idea that there's something about the war on terror, and you've all seen Wesley Clark, the supreme leader of NATO, go, we're going to invade 7 countries in 5 years? Yeah, where'd that come from? That idea. That came from Death Star.
Exactly. Death Star.
And these 20-year-old kids on these campuses, and I went to an Ivy League school, and they're getting suspended. They're getting thrown. Imagine, it's like 1 in 40 get into these schools when you apply, and to get suspended because you're stating your beliefs out on the college green. This is the fourth turning, people. This is like 1860 when the 20-year-olds get pissed off. And you try to throw more shock troops at them, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
And what they're going to do?
Because he knows, pause that. Because he knows it's the youth. I try to tell Job and them, I said, it's the youth that change society. The youth. That's why they're so scared about the youth in Africa. It's the youth that change society. What Joby said earlier, I think, what was Joby? Joby was on one of the shows about them. If they unite as the youth, because they have the numbers, it doesn't matter how many guns they got. They got enough guns to shoot and kill everybody. You're the majority.
Yep.
You overwhelm them. That's what he's talking about. It's the youth that change everything. And everybody knows that through history. Not old people. Young people change the world. But go ahead, Joe.
Awe. And it started with the ICC, and it's going to go through our politics. And if those 20-year-olds don't show up and vote for Joe, my uncle was eaten by cannibals, Biden, who used to shower with his daughter, if they don't show up to vote for him, he's not going to get 270 points in the Electoral College.
They're going to steal it.
I know this
You're
is
not
like
going
a bit of a rant, but this whole idea of like looking at 9/11, Syria, all these things, not in terms of terrorism, because that's how Netanyahu gets everybody worked up. We need to defend ourselves, and Israel's right to defend itself, and all that shit. You just constantly hear.
Right.
All these things all these acts of terror are criminal activities.
Exactly.
And once we start understanding that, the whole thing takes on a different complexion. And that may be the big change that's going to come, as Sam Cooke said. Have a nice week.
Now play the last one I just sent you, Joby.
All right. Shout out to you, Joe Mosquito. Karibu sana. Yep. No TikTok. The phone is charging. Share screen.
Mosquito get mad when he don't get on TikTok now, boy. Watch out. No TikTok, Joby.
Man, he's always on my neck if he doesn't see it. Like, no TikTok? Where is that TikTok? Yeah, this for today, Joe Mosquito.
I saw some politicians said that there appears to be a foreign element behind what's going on.
A foreign element, exactly.
Like a foreign power that's instigated
like China or Russia.
Yes, there is. We all don't know which foreign power that is.
Exactly.
We all know which foreign country is stoking this crisis, and it sure is in Russia, and it sure is in China. No.
Sure in China.
But if you wondered why those kids want their schools,
we know who it is. Called the cat with a small hat. Exactly. They know it's Israel. Divest from Israel.
Just look at
Go ahead, Joby.
How their schools are treating them because they dared to ask for that. Those universities are doing the bidding of Israel, not the bidding of China or the bidding of Russia.
No.
They're not even doing the bidding of those kids' parents and those kids' families. And your police are doing the same. So yes, there is a foreign power behind all this, and it's precisely that foreign power that the students want their schools to extricate themselves from, and it's very obvious to everyone why. Couldn't be more obvious. It's as obvious as a baton cracked on the side of your head.
Right.
Yeah, on these campuses, like in Harvard and the Ivy League campuses and so on, you had demonstrations against Russia and in favor of Ukraine. You had that at the Ivy League schools. You had protests against China over Xinjiang and so on. No zip ties, no arrests, no 550 kids going to jail. No. But the moment they start demanding that their schools stop partnering with Israel over a genocide, and all hell breaks loose. Yep. There's no mystery about what foreign country is driving that. Exactly. I mean, you're having protests at MIT. Do you have any idea what MIT is? MIT is basically a wing of the Pentagon. It's an incubator for future policymakers at the State Department. But the Zionists should have seen this coming. I said it before.
And remember,
they should have seen
who created Israel? The Rothschilds created Israel. So you get it? The power of the planet. You see? So you heard Netanyahu, all these people out there arrest all these kids. We need to lock their asses all up. Motherfucker, that's the elite of America. Now see, he's right, you Zionists that went too far. Because now you didn't now the white man cannot say, oh, you didn't woke up the white man too now because you're arresting his kids. See, these ain't the regular colleges. These are the elite colleges in America. That's where the next presidents and them go. This your Harvards, your Yales, your Columbias, your Princetons. These are the elite colleges that Negroes can't even get in. These are the elite of the elite colleges. You get it? Who've been busted in their head and told to be locked up. What? So there's a break coming. You cats with the small hats. You went too far. You're a small minority. Now you didn't wake. Now you're starting to wake up your main person that you've been able to stay in power, the white man. Now you fucking with his babies. He's about to have a split. And I'm ready, and I'm here for all of it. And that's what he's talking about. Go ahead, Joby.
Writing on the wall in 2020, when this same generation was going around knocking down statues of slave owners and colonizers. They let you know how they feel about that, what their stance is about that. They want nothing to do with colonization. They want to disavow that history. So if they want to distance themselves and disown colonization in their history, what makes you think that they'd be fine with being associated with colonization that's going on today? Because that's all Zionism is. It's nothing but Western colonization, and it always has been. This generation didn't have a chance to try to oppose slavery and colonization a century ago or 2 centuries ago. So they just pulled down all the icons of slavery and colonization, everything that they could find. They tore it down. But right now, today, they have the opportunity to actively oppose and fight against present-day colonization in Palestine, and that's what they're doing. I mean, seriously, how could you not see this coming? Were they subtle in 2020? Of course this generation is going to fight you. Of course they're going to reject Zionism. Of course they're going to oppose genocidal colonization. This is their chance. This is their chance to prove that their anger and their guilt about America's crime in the past.
It's not just about, pause that. It's not just about the Zionists, but you're talking about, white man, because they co-opted both sides of the argument. See, the Jews got the regular Jews that call themselves and the Zionist Jews. The regular Jews have co-opted that other part by the Zionist Jews. They run on both sides. So at the end of the day, they don't get blamed as a complete community. That still keeps them alive and controllers of the planet. But I don't think it's going to work because too many people see that too. I'm not the only one that see it. Hey, these motherfuckers are controlling both sides. Yeah. Go ahead.
This is their chance to prove to you, to themselves, and to the world when they knock down all those statues. This is their chance to manifest the virtue that they were signaling 4 years ago, and that's what they're doing. And the knee-jerk reaction of your so-called civilization, your so-called culture, that's so addicted to colonization and so addicted to brutality. Their knee-jerk reflex response is to turn vicious, to turn ugly, to turn oppressive.
They've never been a culture. They never had any culture. That's what he's telling you. You're vicious and you're violent. That's who they are. They never came to help anybody out on the lives. They are vicious. They are savage. I know, sorry, Airtime, when I teach you that, I'm going to let the white man tell you that they're savages and vicious. That's a fact. That's who they are. I didn't make them that way. I'm just reporting it. Shit. Go ahead. Don't be traumatized and mad at me. Your mosquitoes about you traumatized Airtime. That's right. And she going to get more of this work.
One who's trying to cure them of that addiction. But this time, you're attacking your own future leaders. You're attacking your own precious babies of the elite.
That's right.
This is just how wild and incurable your addiction is. This is just how morally bankrupt and how corrupt your so-called society, your so-called civilization is. You're willing to sacrifice your own young, your own heirs to power, your own successors to the imperial throne because of your insatiable thirst for the blood of the colonized. You're too drunk on the blood of your victims to know that you are too drunk to lead anymore. These students are trying to tell you, friends don't let friends commit genocide. But then you just turn your blind fury against them. I'm telling you, your power structure is cannibalistic. We're witnessing an American meltdown in real time. It's a tectonic shift. The epicenter is in Gaza, but the shock waves are shaking the foundation of American power. Every time the Israelis launch a missile, I'm telling you, it lands in the United States. And if things keep going the way they're going, before too long, there isn't going to be anything left standing in that country.
That's the video.
That's it. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, that's it. So he's letting you know that your moral fiber, your fake morality is now. He's letting you know that your fake morality is now being questioned and you're being exposed as phony. Because you're willing now to even shoot your own kids in the head and bomb them in the head if they don't go along with the lies of committing genocide is okay. Even your children like, wait, hold on, this genocide is just too much in our face. You can't just be killing people and just saying it ain't nothing wrong with it. Lie. So that's why they're out there protesting. And you got the elite of the elite, because you got the regular white elite, but you got the small hat elite. They tell you to bust them in their damn head. Get them and lock them up. Bust them upside their damn head. I'm gonna have Joby play the damn video with Netanyahu saying, "Here, these people in the street are wicked." These are these kids. These are the people that run the country's babies.
But like you said, from the videos, the youth are. It's not gonna. People are watching. The youth are also seeing this, because the same people are taking it to the streets. It's the youth. The people are literally calling out the same cuts with the small arts. It's the youth. So
it's the youth.
I don't know how long, but it shouldn't take so long.
It's a tectonic shift. It's a tectonic shift, Joe. It's in motion. It's going to topple. These Americans going to topple. Cats with the small hat power is going to topple. You're in the mix of a revolution. You can't see it right now, so it's really a revolution happening in slow motion.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's gonna be even way worse, especially if the whole world gets connected dots and understanding that these people are the same people who have been controlling everything, from the money, from the wars, from everything. Literally, it should fuel so much rage in people, and it should be a war, literally. If no one
that's what they're trying to stop. That's why they're trying to control both sides of this argument. That's what they're trying to stop. The rage. They're trying to stop the rage that's going to be coming. Because people are starting to know that who controls the money supply and why do they get to control it? Why do they get to print money? Why do they get to print money from nothing?
I feel like Haiti, especially Haiti do understand. They do understand what is happening. I feel like Haitians are more. If I try compare with Africa, I'm not gonna lie.
Because they've been through more. They've been through more than anybody. Unless more than anybody in Africa, unless you've been in the Congo, they've been under assault. They've been under assault, since forever. So yeah, they know it. They I think I sent you that video of that's on your damn TikTok. So I have to find which one I sent you. I'm talking about Haiti. I don't know where I find it later. But explaining that history of Haiti, how nothing what you said is the reason, the revolution and what they've done and how they've been targeted for trying to get free, trying to bring justice. See, African people, Joe, not being messed with, are justice by nature. We're just by nature. It's our nature to be just. We don't even know how to be prejudiced. It's not our nature. We seek justice, even though we see these leaders are not just today, but that's not the norm. They're in a wicked system created by created by those people. But the African system, I told you, as you see before we got colonized, that white man told you what Africa. These Africans don't want for nothing. They're just, they're good, they're clean, they're rich. Now, after you've been colonized, oh, Africa's wicked, Africa is corrupt, it don't work. But before they got control of Africa, what everything worked. Everything was based on justice and equality. It's just that we're now in their system.
Yeah, shout out to Jumbo Street. I don't know what you're asking. I see your comments, but earlier we heard Byron Scott who said China will probably collapse before the United States, before before their demographics are so upside down.
It's upside down, yeah. The demographics is terrible, and the economy is terrible right now. So, but yeah, I think so. I think you got a power structure, Byron, in America. The white man, no, it was the cats with the small hats that sold them out, and now they're working against that ass. They're like, whoa! They woken up and said, oh shit, we see what the hell is going on. So they're gonna work to push China over the cliff, so these cats with the small hats can't go over there and continue the empire because they done fucked up and woke up the white man too early. White man's like, oh, okay, all right, okay, we in this shit now. Okay, we see what you're doing. Okay, you're trying to collapse America. Oh, all right, okay, all right. You ain't about to, you're not about to have me all fucked up out of here. so you're right.
They
see it.
This so African shit, you try to put me on the same level.
All right. I'm at Joey when she gets the place. I'm at Joey go to TikTok and just type in TikTok the search say anybody in America, say white man, white woman says they can't survive in America. See, they're not used to that. If anybody's on TikTok, you see 1,000 videos of white people. Oh, what kind of life is this? What's happening with America? They're not concerned about other people suffering. Now that they're suffering, yeah, now they're suffering like, whoa, what's wrong with the world? What's happening? What's wrong with the country? I can't afford rent. I can't afford to get a meal. What kind of life is this? Yeah, that's what we're experiencing because the cats and spiders stole all the money out of the country, all of it. And some people are like, whoa.
I remember at the beginning of all this, we were questioning if black people should, or white people should join black people.
No, they ain't never gave a shit about black people. We've been fucked up forever here, Joby. They never gave a shit.
Exactly. So that makes a whole lot of sense. Like when you say, everything they do, we've seen they're gonna work together. They don't want to include black people in their bullshit. And if they do include them, is to use them, not for their own benefit, not for the equality. But Byron also said that all these Asian nations are doomed. Every last one of them, as there is still a relevant, decent population of black people here. You're asking, is it? I think you meant if they are still black relative.
You see, have black people in Japan, but they're small. You have black people in Japan, but they're discriminated against. They don't want to tell you, but they live it. They don't want to really tell you the truth. But I live in Japan. Are they racist? Hell yeah. They're not as racist as the Chinese. Chinese are in your face. Japanese racism is more subtle. It's more like, because they polite, they call you a nigga behind your back. Show me. The damn name for nigga in Japan is show me. What? What's that mean? That means nigga. Damn. Okay. All right. Show me.
Okay. But John was saying, yep, it's Benjamin, your wife. I don't know what you meant there, but also you say that this kind of colleagues, you need special permission to even take certain books out of the library. And I also see you saying that is Nathan Job was curious, what's up? I can't even read those comments. There's some things that I can't pronounce. And I also see Jiba Jaba was saying that now I'm gonna eat popcorn and watch Mzungus go crazy. They can't handle adversity.
They can't. They had everything given to them for the last 500 years off of African people's back. Whether they found you in the continent or outside the continent, America or South America. When they come about South America, Brazil, Colombia, black people have been the fuel that's given them their empire. Now that the empire is collapsing, they don't know, oh, black people unite with us. Oh! No, we're good. We're good. That's why Africans must take back Africa. I know they said this is our land. It was too, but Africa is the majority of us. We ain't got to, and it's the wealthiest part of the planet. So once Africa rise again, I need to have that goddamn wealth. I ain't got to fight a bunch of Europeans over here. Man, it's going to get rough over here. When this shit collapses, these white people have never been through no adversity here in this country. Imagine when this bitch collapsed and it's impoverished. And you dumb Negroes that have been listening to entertainment news. Is Cardi B fighting with Nicki Minaj? You've been all kind of dumb shit. Is Puff Daddy fucking Mick Mills in the ass? Who cares? Motherfucker, when your stomach touching your backbone and you can't do nothing, that all that entertainment shit is worthless. Who cares? That's not going to help you when it's about. And when white people in survival mode, you know that you're dealing with a savage people. You're gonna be getting shot in the face. You're gonna be, man, it's gonna be palpable. The racism against us as African people here, or black people, whatever you want to call yourself. Some of y'all don't want to admit you're African. Okay, whatever. You're Indian motherfuckers, right? They gonna see you as African. You call yourself an Indian, an American Indian, whatever. They see you as African, they're gonna treat you that way. Yeah. And a lot of you haven't prepared for what's coming. You're gonna be hungry, don't know how to survive anymore. Like at least back 50 years ago, all African people, we knew how to survive. We got plant gardens. We knew knew basic survival because what? We were segregated away from the white society. So we had to do everything ourselves. So now that we integrated with these people, most of us don't know how to do shit. We don't know how to survive. Right? We lost all those skills.
Sadly.
Yeah, we lost sadly. We lost all those skills.
We're teaching you, you can learn a few things. So too.
Because then it says, most of us don't got the money to move to Africa if we wanted to. I told them all, we can't afford it. We're broke. Most African Americans on the bottom, we're broke. We ain't got no $2,000 to fly to no fucking Kenya, fly to no Tanzania, fly to no Ghana. We don't got no money to do none of that shit. So a lot of us going to be stuck because we just don't even have the finances to do that.
Sadly, that's what lack of unity as
exactly right, Joe.
Of African people. Exactly. If let's say you had unity and you come up with different business idea, like even traveling agency, company, amongst the community, trust someone who, allow yourself to visit the African continent, see how you can even purchase a land, come probably you can build actually. That's why people, what they do, Indians, Chinese, they're always gonna group themselves in places.
Of course, you just got it. That's the problem with us. We're not unified, Joey. We're not unified.
Yeah. We have plenty of lands here. I think if you convert probably what you're paying in terms of rent there, you can get a very good piece of land. Trust me, right?
Of course, but then I told all that they're scared, Joey. They're scared. African people, Joey, are cowardly people. We're scared people. We're scared. We're all scaredy cats.
I know that. I've heard that a couple of times. African people, we're too scared to take risks. Like we have fear of the unknown, fear of what is going to happen. What if I fail? What if, sometimes again, personally, I've stayed and I've learned from that. Like risks that I've taken in my life actually have led me to.
Been great. Exactly. But you know that. I know that. Most African people are too cowardly. Every time I take risk, it's been better. Exactly right, Joe. Risk taking is great because it's always been better. I never would have learned or done much of the things I did without risk taking, without going into the unknown and saying, well, whatever happens, it's going to be good, no matter what happens. Even if it doesn't turn out exactly what I like it, it's still what I needed at the time to give me what I needed.
Like we were trying to teach you what on earlier, we create our reality. So as long as you have already visualized it, just step into it, just you already thinking about it, step into it with positivity. Even if it's gonna be bad, it's part of learning. Just to self, don't stay there, don't be like, oh, this is the end of me. The problem with African people is like we want to be stuck, we just get to move on to the next step.
You're scared to move.
This I think when you and understand finances, where when you look at the game, black people being on the bottom, job opportunities being very rare. We have people who have never traveled, can move from one town to another because
never left the town in America.
New places,
That's true.
I get
most black people don't got their what? Don't have their passport. That's why I make sure I bought you guys your passport. Most black people in America don't even have a passport, Joby. And then you find out most black people have never left their city. They don't even know they've never even left their own city. If you born in Chicago, you've never left Chicago in your life. Or you live in New York, you've never left New York in your life. Or LA. People grew up in LA. They've never left LA in their life, Joby. I'm telling you, this is how bad it is. People, they live in the same state, Joby. People in Southern California, where I was born and raised, never even been to Northern California.
That's
ever.
Bad. I feel like that is just
ever, Joby. Ever.
A person, and I'm sorry to say that. That is just not being. You're just ignorant with life. You're not interested even as a person. I don't want to get.
That's right.
Being honest, before I joined Black on Fire, I think this is why we have people like Ghost always on TikTok. When first he came, was like telling me stories of where I've been. Man, I was outside. Me, I used to travel. And being a Sagittarius, I love travel. I love adventures. That is just part of being a Sagittarius. I love being outside. I love seeing new places.
Like the idea of Big Cheese going from Chicago to LA just to get some coochie. Ain't most black men ain't gonna do that. You going to where? Where you going? I'm gonna get on this train. I'm gonna get on this train, man. Go halfway across the country. You going to LA to get some coochie? Nigga, I'm going down the block to get some coochie. What are you talking about? I'm not going on no damn LA.
I remember when I finished high school, that's why my dad chased me out because I was done with high school. Then he wanted me to sit there, and I try to look at people in my home, and Pavin is my witness because we've grown up on the same neighborhood and been neighbors, neighbors actually, because they live close to my dad's place.
Does Parvin still live on it? Does Parvin still live? I gotta get that phone this weekend so we can take the damn videos of everybody, Joey. So they don't know who Parvin is when you're saying who Parvin is. Nobody's met Parvin. See?
Yeah.
Only me and you know Parvin. No one's met Parvin. Parvin is our sales manager.
That's our sales manager, and we've grown up together in the same neighborhood.
Hey, does Parvin still live? Does Parvin still live over there?
Not really there. I think she told
I think she moved. Yeah, they moved.
Yeah, but I know the sister to her mother lives there. That is
okay.
Yeah, where we used to spend most of the times like together there and all that with the brothers, the cousins, friends, majority. So what I've grown up seeing is people used to be very stagnant. Like one would finish school, they don't wanna go anywhere. Like you don't even, curious of moving away from where your parents have, born and raised you. You don't wanna see new places. So personally, I remember when I finished school, then my dad was like, "Oh, you gotta stay here. You need to help me with business." I'm like, "Bro, I've been helping you with business all my holidays. I can't go anywhere. I've barely spent time with friends because of you being in this family. Oh, bro, I'm done. I have an ID and I'm done. I'm going."
And I know Toby makes me laugh because I know she said that to her dad. Bro. Toby calls everybody bro.
Me, I'm gone, man. I can't hold it. I can't. You can't tell me to stay here. You're not giving me money. I'm a woman. I need money. I have my own needs. If you see me with boyfriends who have money, start assuming, I need to get married. I want to get my own cash. I don't need anyone to give me money for me to become a stable person. And that's thank God, that's the mentality I've grown up with. Like, I want to have my own money. I don't want a man giving me all the time. I want to have my own money. Like,
you want to have your own money, of course. You want your own money.
Mm-hmm. Look at me. By 25, I was like, I want to have a house. I want to have a job.
Yeah, you actually take care of your own stuff. Shamani's the opposite. Shamani told Big Cheese, I want my money to be my money and the man money to take everything. remember Big Cheese asked Shamani, are you 50? Are you 50-50? Shamani said, absolutely not. She didn't pause or nothing when Big Cheese asked her that shit. Shamani said that shit instantly. Said, Shamani, are you 50-50? She said, absolutely not.
Oh, shit. People you should be able to move. But yeah, I see Jerome Mosquito also says that this little midgets were calling me the N word. Yeah, I see you say that actually that the Chinese word sounds familiar when you used to buy Chinese food. They used to call you Mishi Mishi, Jerome Mosquito.
Eric, look at this nigga here buying our food.
You buy food, but they're calling you Mishi Mishi. Oh no, sorry, you didn't even know what it meant. Oh my God, so bad. But anyway, the Jibajaba says 100% kid.
I didn't know what it meant either. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Jibajaba says 100% kid.
Go ahead.
Can't scramble an egg or make bread. And you also had that we might be that is Big Cheese. Karibu Sana, hope you're doing great. He says we might be doomed as people. Black women are picking bears over black men. I give up. God damn, where? Where?
Oh, no, that was American. Okay, look, it was a question. There's a question that was asked, Joby. Okay, it was said, if you was a black woman stranded in the woods, would you rather have a bear or a man? And black women in America said they'd rather have a bear than a man.
Why would you want a bear? It's gonna eat you.
I know. They said the man is worse than a bear, Joey.
Oh my God.
Black men.
Mindset not that bad. You can't be that bad.
I don't know if it's that bad. I think Big Cheese. I'm not saying. I don't think the majority. I think it on TikTok too. Big Cheese. They had a whole show. The black woman was in there and said, "Would you pick a bear or a man, a black man?" And he said, "Yeah, we'll pick the bear." I was like, "God damn! What?
That is so bad. Do you know that is so bad?
It is bad. I'm like, I don't know if that's a majority. Big Cheese. I don't know if that's a majority of black women or not in America. I don't know.
What is that supposed to be? What message is that supposed to be sending about black?
It's saying that black men are worthless and I'd rather have a bear. Joby. Yeah. That's what it's saying. And a bear is more beneficial to a black woman than a man. Hey, go to TikTok and ask the question, Joe. Put it in there. Say, go to TikTok and see. It says, do black women prefer to have a bear or a man in the woods or whatever? I'm sure a whole bunch of videos will pop up. That's been the question. Do I want a bear or a man? I guess Big Cheese is saying that women have been choosing the bear. It said it's better to fight off a bear than a man. It said man is.
Black American women friends I want is the ones on Black on Fire and Summer Walker only. You know, the rest, bye bye. You know, and no, not really, not all of them. If you're not in this category of choosing bears, okay, fine, we can talk. You're not gonna be looking at me because I'm African, you know, thinking I'm crazy or thinking I'm docile and all that bullshit. Cool, we're gonna be friends, but nah. What? A bear. Even our people.
I think when they know you're not. I think they know that already. You find anything?
No, just
I might be ask
you have to phrase
Big
it.
Cheese. I might not be. Yeah, exactly. I might not be saying the phrase right. Say, do black women say would black women choose a bear over a man? See that? Or African women, huh? I don't know how to phrase that shit. That's Big Cheese. But I've been seeing those damn rooms around TikTok. I'm like, what? Like, what is this shit here? Girl, I prefer a bear. Fucking no damn man.
Okay, I think it was a white woman. I don't know. Let me see.
White women doing it too? I ain't seen the white women. I only seen the African women. Black women. It might be white women doing it too. I can see why they would choose a bear over a white man, but the African woman, I don't know. I only seen the black woman talk about it. I don't know about the white woman.
Let me see this.
This man. Would you rather be alone in the woods with this bear or this man?
This video cracked me up because this
Black,
man
black.
compared who he felt were the safest man options to go up against the bear, which, if you have to do that, the answer is bear, right? But not only that, the man versus bear conversation is really just pointing out how men have an issue with rejection. They can't fathom the idea that a woman would choose anything other than man, regardless of how dangerous they've even seen men to be themselves. He even went so far as to say that if you chose bear over any of those men or all of those men, that you were delusional, meaning that no matter how you actually feel, if you don't have an answer that agrees with what he thinks you should have, then you're insane. So not only do we have a man who refuses to take no for an answer, but we have one who, when you choose no, will tell you that you're absolutely crazy.
See, this how crazy this broad is. She said there's nothing wrong with choosing a bear over a man. See, that's how fucking gone the African American woman's mind. You wonder why I don't mess with African American women. I had the same question. African woman be like, of course I would choose the man. I'm not choosing the damn bear. Like Joby. But she's making a whole damn statement why we supposed to choose a damn bear. What? You wonder why I'm not fucking with these broads.
No, I happen to be
Go ahead, finish up.
man, so I'm a little bit biased in this conversation. But my last ex broke down the bedroom door with his head because I said I needed some time to cool off after an argument we had. I ended the relationship shortly after.
So you ended the relationship, so you now want to be with a bear. Crazy ass bear.
Florida, which has a kind of large population of black bears who would go into our trash the way that raccoons do elsewhere in the United States. And if you approach them, they run away. There you have it. And one last thing that has been bothering me about this whole thing is why haven't I seen any men ask the question, would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a woman? Is it because they know we would not care if they chose the bear?
Damn. Wow.
That's like that ain't no her mind though. That's the average African American woman mind. It's fucked up. And that's why you're alone. That's why the African woman's undateable. Good.
This is the main reason why black men are going to be scared to approach women right now. Because if this is the type of answers you're giving, I mean, what is this? This is despicable, being honest. This is so despicable. Also, understanding, I don't know if it's just fame and which is becoming a global thing where everyone wants to trend and become famous because of any word they know they can say, especially on TikTok on TikTok will make you famous very quickly. Trust me, very, very quick. You can say something that is usually gonna attract attention to the whole world, and you immediately you got in the thing that you wanted. This is despicable. But let me say another one.
Okay, so I need the men to understand something here. I need you to stop internalizing and think about how troubling it is that so many women are choosing the bear.
Exactly.
That's all you need to know.
That's it.
Right?
And it ain't no damn old woman. These are American women who are the most fucked up women on the planet. Go ahead.
Even
Go ahead,
question it. Why is
I don't get mad about it.
It's troubling in itself that so many women are choosing the bear. There's a reason for it. So
this is disturbing. No cap.
You're thinking about it from your own perspective, right? Like, you may not be a man who is trying to harm women or hurt women in any way. So you're like, you'd rather be in the woods with a bear instead of me? No, stupid. Just like you're thinking about it from your perspective of a man that may not have any interest in harming a woman, they're thinking about it from their perspective when they hear the question, would you rather
be with a bear?
They're thinking about the men that have harmed them.
Exactly.
Thinking about their experience.
Exactly. That is true, because I agree from you in the previous video. You see, she's hurt from her relationship.
Yeah.
And she moved on, you know?
Yeah,
the thing from
that's true.
Now she feels like every man is created like that. And that is the same thing we were talking about, I think, yesterday, even on the Black Kings frequency. When it comes to dating partners who have children, there are people who are comfortable with it, there are people who are not comfortable with it, you know? And there are people who are comfortable with it because their experience and they know who
that's
they
true.
are. Like,
that's true, Toby.
Just because I've failed in this relationship doesn't.
Yeah, man, something gonna be the same. Exactly. That means they and now you're talking about emotionally weak people there. Again, exactly. You can't say because this relationship was bad, now you want to fuck around in the woods with a bear. The next man might be good. I don't want to fuck around in the woods with no damn bear. I'll pick a woman every time.
Me too. I'm gonna look for a man every single time, okay? Every single time. Why? Why do I need a bear? For what? Why? Why would you need something super bigger than you? Which, oh my god!
So many women have been, at minimum, harassed extensively and victimized by men. Right? Some on more than one occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So when they hear the question,
of course they're gonna be harassed. Beautiful women get harassed. That's like even ugly women get harassed. Even fat women, because in the day men are on the hunt for coochie. So it's sad. Yeah, those are problems that are being a woman. We get it. I'm still not gonna want to fuck around with a bear in the woods.
Man, this is crazy.
They're like, men have done me harm. Right, so I'm gonna take my chances with this bear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need to understand. And I don't think as long, I know this conversation is going on for a while, but it doesn't matter how long it's been going on.
Who's trying to blame black men for women being crazy? Get your soft ass out of here. You understand? Now they feel so bad about a man treating them bad that they gonna choose the bear. Motherfucker, I'm not being responsible for a crazy motherfucker kicking no bear.
Perpetrators. So it has to be men speaking out and giving it from a male perspective, because it's just like SA, right? Men are the primary.
I'm not upset. You want to be in a bear? Go be with a bear. Shit, I'm not fucking shit. It don't make me mad. Shit.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest?
There's African women outside of America. Here we go. Go ahead.
Man is scary. With a bear. Well, I've heard about bears. They don't always
see, I can understand.
Right? Unless you like.
I can understand white women saying this because their culture is filled with savagery. Ours is not. So I understand why they're saying it, but not us. There's no reason for black women to be saying none of this shit. Go ahead, Joby.
Be a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
That's right.
Definitely a bear.
some men are very scary out there.
A bear. I would say a man.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest?
Only one lady said a man. God damn.
All right. Now that's white people shit. I agree with them because their men have been wicked and savage. That's their culture. But African men have never been despicable to African women on that kind of nature. So listen, I'm not gonna deal with your psychosis because you've been brainwashed by society.
TikTok is full of crazy. They will choose a bear over a man. Then the same motherfuckers if they choose the bear. This is what happens. Description.
Yeah, right.
The man is there looking at you now, wondering, I can't help you save yourself. You know,
that's right. Save your own self from this damn bear mauling you to death.
Would you rather be left in the woods with a bear or a man? That is what girls are being asked.
You know the problem with this, and the problem with not all men arguments as well, is that the problem isn't just the creep. The problem is too many normal men know about the creep. Too many men knew exactly who Harvey Weinstein was before anything was actually done about Harvey Weinstein. The information that we had about Bill Cosby that Hannibal Buress said, he said after fifth and sixth hand knowledge that had been in Hollywood forever. And
that is a lie. Bill Cosby, I can't stand these black bitches. Bill Cosby never raped anybody, and Hannibal Buress is a coon for white people. He's a non-funny supposed to be comedian put up there to destroy black men. You can't even understand the two. Harvey Weinstein was a small hat who just got let out of jail for actually committing real rape to people. He actually was a rapist. And now be left. Bill Cosby, who has no power, never raped anybody, was thrown in the jail. They had to let him go because he never raped nobody. But you got you have some black despicable broad like her put Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein in the same fucked up place. Bill Cosby never raped anybody. Nobody was never charged with rape. Did nothing. He's charged with now supposedly giving somebody prescription drugs, but you didn't do that either.
Oh my God, I'm seeing a transgender also saying you're just a bunch of vulnerable men. Oh my God, no. Oh no.
Listen, we don't even entertain the transgender here, Joey. That's not it. We only want to talk to real women and real men.
Oh my God. That's how I'm never on TikTok for shit, so that's why I didn't know any of this. Like, to Big Cheese, I never. I'm shout out to Keith as well. He's always sending me videos. I'm never checking my faults. I am.
It's all good.
Over there to see black women, especially. Man, that explains why we have so many people who are single. You know, for me, I've not found the right one, and I'm patient. I have no rush and everything. I'm very okay. But so many people literally are single because of their effed up attitude. Like you just have the way you talk from
Joby, that's the reason. That's the reason for the past. That's the reason for the passport bros. That's why they leaving America and trying to find African women in other countries. And you got the audacity. African women call other black women third world bitches. You morons. These African women in other countries just respectful. not no third world. And most of them are more educated than you. That's what makes it so funny. Better understanding of the English language, more education than you. And you trying to call somebody a third world bitch. You got your mind. Sounds crazy.
It is crazy, but let me go to the comments very quickly before we get to wind up. With the video I was to share, I think I'm gonna share on WhatsApp. It's just basically explaining what Keith has explained on the videos that he shared from TikTok, but more of expansion of explanation of the billions that were funded to Ukraine and Israel, and why this is the money is fueling all these pro-Palestine demonstrations that are happening. But Jibba says, no, John Mosquito says, Joby, please, you're scared of water. I am. I can't stand on a tree for 5 days, Mimi. I can't. I'm scared of that water down there, I am scared of water. I can only swim on the
You're
swimming
not,
pool.
you're not scared of water. You like water. What you talking about?
I like water, yes, but I am scared of water at the same time. I don't really mess on the ocean like that. On the swimming pool, fine. But on the ocean, no. No.
I never seen you. I never seen you be upset when you was at the island out there in Tanzania. You was all in the water having a good time. What you talking about?
I'm saying, but I can't go. There are people who are really they are devils on going to deeper ends, like going on the deep parts. I'm just not.
That's because you're not a great swimmer yet. That's all that was.
He just threw me under the bus like that,
Oh, no.
You don't know how to. Okay, accept. I'm landing. Jibba says that's white people too. Most are ignorant and aren't curious. That is on what we were talking about, people moving from one state to another. And you also say Big Cheese. General Mosquito says Big Cheese. The Bears machine hates the game, not the player. Period. I know. Those says, don't worry, Big Cheese. Those thrillers will learn the hard way. I agree with you. And I also see Big Cheese also says, Joby, will you choose the bear or the African man? Please. Is that I already gave you an answer. And why? Why the bear? Who wants to be around animals anyway? Wild animals. Damn. To be specific, wild animals. I'm good with my African men. I'm good. But I also see John was says the sugar daddies have had enough of money, lol. God damn. I don't know about that, but shout out to her. And another Danny Blackman, welcome. He says we Alabama went to Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, New Orleans, damn, California is effed up and what them. We damn
It is effed up.
Okay. And Jibba says, bear, that is a hairy gay white man. I know, exactly. No, you got a blood driver that shit, Yeah, oh my God. And more crazy stuff. And also another David Blackman says, sweet grandma says, be south and slow. Yeah, that is kids' grandma. Yeah. Yep, that's kids' grandma there. When she said that. But John was going to say, Joby, those women are just under mind control. They are in fear. Nah, that is bullshit, John Mosquito. Enough of the defense. That is just bullshit, okay? Like kids said, it's okay. White, not even white, even without knowing really about the white people, how I know it right now. I've grown up knowing white people are kind of weird. They just have weird behaviors. So this one,
Right.
if I was naughty and I saw this would make sense. White people answering a bear because they just have creepy. Never seen an African, trust me. These people just have the weirdest behaviors. There's a page I've seen on Instagram of this white man who takes different animals and their eggs, and then he combines the eggs and comes up with creepy, weird-looking animals. It's crazy. And you're gonna bump. Have you ever been scrolling on the internet, then you bump into a creepy-looking creature? You're like, what is this? Is this a fish? Is this a frog? It's the white people's doing, That's the white people trying to recreate everything in their own way. But yeah, African women answering that is just so crazy. That is just being stupid. This is even nothing to do with brainwashing at this point. It's nothing to do with brainwashing. You have had bad traumas. You need to heal from that, number one. And African people, generally, we've had traumas in different ways. That's just it, in different ways. Probably bad parenting, probably just different ways, but heal from that. Bad relationships, you don't need to take that anger to the next one. I
Exactly.
think
I was
did that.
I was traumatized yesterday. I didn't know it was a whole new grandpa. I'm not gonna go sleep with a bear.
You know, you don't take it to the next day. Take it today is okay. You let it
Right.
out and be okay. You know, it's just don't carry it to the next person or to people. You're like, now man,
Exactly.
trust people anymore. This is because one person messed me up. You're gonna miss opportunities actually because of that.
Exactly right. Exactly right,
So,
Joby. Every
you know,
you know, get over your trauma. Don't judge everybody by something that happened to you, somebody
yeah,
else. Everybody's
yeah.
different, different experience. And life is to be lived for having different experiences with different people. So,
You know,
you know,
I don't have a boyfriend, but I just saw this is out of the blue, but I just saw one of my exes was trying. You know, I logged in on Instagram or no on Facebook yesterday, right? Because of the
okay.
image they sent me. Because I'm never online on Facebook, so I had to log in again on the
Yeah,
phone.
you're never on Facebook.
So I logged in and I'm like, I have so many notifications, including friend requests. Then I see my friend request is my ex, and we fought so bad. I even said that yesterday on the show. We had a very bad fight the day we were separating because we
Okay.
had so many baby mama dramas, so many
Yeah.
things going on. But did that make me stop believing in loving another man? No, I am so ready for a relationship. It's just that I don't have a way of
Did,
making him jealous because I see him,
did,
he's talking, you know?
did,
He's
did you reach did you reach out to him? What did he say? Another friend request?
no, 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 no,
Uh,
no, no. You don't recycle what has been on the dustbin, you know? You know, once you're out, you're out. For me, I don't take it back. I just don't do that. I don't. But Big Cheese says those bear videos is why the NFL draft picks are picking white women.
Oh man, did you see that? Did you see that big? I got this man. Did you see that big chief? I got to come back on the night, but I don't got no damn way to show them the videos. Every draft choice about to make millions of dollars. All of them had white girlfriends. All of them. You're like, what is happening? All these African Negroes all had white girlfriends. All of them. And I heard one guy said, one of the athletes said, "That's right. White women don't be asking for no money. So I'm about to get millions of dollars." Talk about, well, I need my nails and hair done. I need you to get ready to buy me a car. Then the white girl just there. They bring you food. They clean up. I was like, nah, that sounds phony. That sounds phony. You know, it's just say all black women are gold diggers. I don't believe that. You
Mm-hmm.
mean tell me the girl you grew up with that held you down is not always a gold digger? Nah, nah, no, it ain't. That ain't true.
Mm-hmm. Ziba say that the pop red balloon challenge is another one black women are acting foolish over. I've been seeing it going viral. I'm not even gonna
What's it
be
called?
with.
Who challenged Joby? What challenge?
It's called the pop red balloon. Pop the red balloon. I
I don't
think
even
if
know
you
what
go,
that's about.
I think it's where we have a group bunch of women. Then there's I think men or one man. I'm not sure. Then if you don't like him, you pop the red balloon. If you like him, you know. So if you try to look at the way women are literally, you know, undressing black men, there is just so. I feel it's
Okay,
disrespectful for me. Like not really
probably is.
undressing clothes, but undressing. Oh, you look like this. You look like this. I don't like this. You
We
look
know
like
what you
bringing
mean,
up.
Joby.
Mm-hmm. You look broke. Da da da. Come on. Big Cheese says. Big Cheese says black women are actually putting up drawings on themselves, hugged up with bear, hugged up.
What?
God damn.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And I also see John Mosquito says, thanks a lot, Big Cheese. Now I can get bear out of my mind. I can't get bear out of my mind. And Jiba Jiba says, question, as the bear replaced white Jesus amongst black women? God damn.
Yeah, ask him that. I bet that's a no. That's a no. That's an absolute no.
Mm-hmm. And Byron says, yeah, that's so true. They love the good hair on the bears. Good luck to them, you know. Like it's hair, shout out to you, you know. And Byron says, Keith, Europeans here will find some kind of way to blame everything on black folks. True. John Mosquito says, I don't know where degrees in I don't know it's British. I don't know British language today you brought here, but some comic yes, that's crazy. But I should say also the Babyland done outside the box. God damn, quite a name. You're saying that I think you're saying that I think she can say what she feels. Are you talking about me, or I don't know what you mean, or the video we're sharing?
Who can't say what they feel? I know you're talking about Joby shit. Joby ain't got no censorship shit.
Yeah, I man, that's me. I spill the tea, baby. Don't. No, says Joby, what if the African man is a virgin? I pass. Please experience. No. I don't like nah. Left man because of performance. So I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I'm not the type. Big Cheese says, keep talking about I went to California for coaching. At least I didn't fly all the way to Hiroshima.
You're crazy. I was in the I didn't fly to no Japan for no coochie. I was already living there. I was already living there, family. Damn that crazy shit Big Cheese saying. I was already living there.
Yeah, you tell us more, you know. What we don't know. But
Big Cheese on a long ass bus ride over to get some coochie. Imagine that. He said it was worth it though, so shout out to him.
There's a video of Davido going viral of him begging a woman to give him the coochie, you know. So
what?
Yeah.
Is she a black woman at least?
Black American, actually. Black American.
Well, this don't make a difference if she's American or not. Just a black woman.
But it was the fact that she exposed him. It's been crazy. Now Whiskey has been abusing him, telling him they've been having a back and forth heated conversation on Twitter, abusing each other.
What she say? How she exposed him? Was she on Instagram or TikTok?
Yeah. She posted a video of him. I don't know. First, I think a very cozy photo, and then the next one, a video of him begging for the Gucci, and then it's just been going viral.
What did he say, Joey? What did he say?
Okay, you can't hear what he's saying. He's crying from the video. You just see him crying.
Damn.
He's knelt down. He's crying to the woman. I don't know. Let me see if I can remember. There's something he's saying you can hear. Oh my dick.
Whatever that song is. What's that song you got? A dabba, diva, dabba. I don't know what the hell he's saying.
Yeah.
I don't know no DeVito songs. Go ahead.
They've had a heated argument with Wizkid, arguing over who's best in Nigeria. And then Wizkid told him, you go cry for Coochie first, then come talk to me as the man. You know?
That's who's the best in Nigeria?
Yeah, they've been arguing on Twitter like who's the best.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so you go argue for Coochie, all right?
But Big Cheese says Coochie has started wars. It's extremely powerful. God damn, I know. That's right. You know, we control. You know, we say yes and we say no. If we say no,
that's true. Women control. But that's not. Gavin, she's right about that. Women do control sex. That's just a fact. Women control sex. That's the truth. Everybody, you know, that's a fact. Women say yes, say no. But I would have to say WizKid won that. Is WizKid bigger than DeVito in Nigeria? Yeah, I think so. I would have to say WizKid is bigger than that DeVito.
I like me WizKid more than David, but I like me WizKid, being honest, more than David. You're gonna find me with more WizKid's playlist than David's.
I don't know no DeVito songs, Joby.
So many. We lined up with one. But anyway, family, that is why we're wrapping it up with today's conversation. It's been amazing. I've had fun. I hope you guys have had fun.
I did too.
Yeah.
What's up, family?
To everyone who has been with us. John was.
I think I'm gonna come back on tonight and just talk some shit. So during the week, I just come back on. We just talk. I got no computer to shit nothing. So it's gonna be on my phone. We're just gonna be talking. It ain't gonna be like no regular show on the weekend. Shit.
Okay.
I don't got no bells and whistles. So don't get crazy.
Tomorrow in the morning, of course, gonna be here, or maybe Big Cheese. I don't know who's gonna be here in the morning. Let me know if Kid did the show. You know what's up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it in 3 more hours. I'm gonna do it because I ain't got no bells and whistles. I just come on and talk. On the weekend, I be having to set all that shit up, and that shit, I get to start setting that shit up. Be all the time like, God damn, there's a lot of shit to set up. I'm like, man, fuck all that shit. I gotta leave in the morning.
You have to set everything.
Like with Joby, I'm on the show right now. Joby's setting everything up. I don't have to set nothing up. I just get to come and join. It's easy like this. I just get to come in and give my opinion. Joby set everything up. At home, I got to set all that shit up. That's just a lot of work, damn it.
But much now. Once again, shout out to K. Williams, Baron Scott, Jabba, Drum Mosquito, Big Cheese. Shout out to One Dummy Blackman. Shout out to also who didn't I mention? Babylon Dan. Hey, yo, you Jamaican? I don't know. Babylon.
They like a damn Jamaican name. They always say Babylon. The Babylon. The Babylon. You bumper clock.
Man, but up to all of you. Thank you so much. And to all the amazing silent listeners, in case you're here for the first time, subscribe. And you can also download our app, which you can find if in case you are an Android user.
Yes, download the app, family. We lost a lot of people when they took down our biggest channel. So, the biggest channel, they took it down last week. Even a small keep this in, but the big Black Eye Fire Network Live, all I did was rebrand the same name so people can still find us. All I did was rename the new channel, the same damn name. Fuck them. But the bigger channel they took down, I just rebranded. So if you guys look for Black Eye Fire Network Live, it's still there. It ain't gonna have as many subs on it because it's new. Subscribe to it. I just rebranded the old channel as the new channel with they slick ass. But shout out to Lane. I still want to explain to me how we getting so heavy on the show. Me, Big Cheese does yesterday talking and laughing. That show got 3,000 live people on Twitter. How do you get 3,000 people on the live stream and get no followers? Here we got a bunch of subscribers and we got about like 30 people in the chat room, right? But over there we get thousands of people on Twitter. But nobody. I didn't know this is all live. I can have 3,000 people yesterday on the show, but no one followed the channel.
It's crazy.
And that's every day now on Twitter. We have no less than 15, 16, 1,700 people on the show, but no one follows the channel. Man, you don't get out of here with that shit.
They're controlling the numbers. But anyway, family, we'll call it a night.
Much love, y'all.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow, early in the morning on my show, the Pan African Bliss Show, and have an amazing rest part of your day. We're gonna wind up with one jump by the video since Kid says he has.
And Jenna Mosquito, I did traumatize Iritan today. You're right. She had to get that work.
Much love, family. Have an amazing, amazing day.
Never heard of this song. I don't even know what the hell this is. And I got to shout out to damn DeVito's not big outside of nowhere on the planet. No one knows this Negro. not in America.
So I am looking for a sister. Show her my love. She got the dollar. She the wear designer. So I am looking for a sister. Show her my love. She got the dollar. She the wear designer.
DeVito, don't quit your day job, brother. Don't quit your day job.
My baby assurance, my baby lifetime insurance.
Much love, family. Good night.